Heavy years don't end on December 31st. They end when you decide that you're unavailable for internal chaos. This year didn't get heavy because of circumstances alone. It got heavy because you kept trying to carry everything while pretending that you were fine. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing and deliverance coach. I help high achieving women break bloodline curses and heal inner wounds that made them settle in toxic cycles. I'm also creator of the Clarity Reset. We'll talk more about that at the end because it has been reshaping what healing looks like for women who thought peace was not available to them anymore. You'll understand exactly why by the time we finish. Listen, you don't need another journal, another fast, or another vision board. You need nervous system peace. I need you to be honest with yourself. You have pages of journaling. You have goals on goals, like racks on racks. You have goals on goals, and some of them were prophetic. But your body is tired. Your heart is tired. Your mind is tired. Tired women don't need more assignments. They need peace. 2025 didn't destroy you. It stretched you. But you're not meant to live stretched. Stretching was supposed to be seasonal, not a lifestyle. You pushed yourself emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and you did it well. You handled more than a normal person could. But now your soul is whispering, I can't live like this another year. If you don't heal the pattern, the calendar won't matter. A new year doesn't automatically reset your nervous system. New planners don't heal emotional triggers. And midnight on January 1st is not going to magically erase all the pressure you have been carrying in your chest this entire year. We don't get a healed year by accident. We get it with intention. You're over functioning, but emotionally undernourished. Baby, you are the go-to woman, the reliable one, everybody's safe place. But who is feeding you? Who is pouring back into you? Who is checking on the version of you that collapses in silence after being there for everybody else? You're the strong one, but you're silently unraveling. You hold it together so well that people forgot you're human. You smile on video, perform at work, show up for your family, but the unraveling happens in quiet moments, in the car, in the shower, at night when your thoughts get too loud. You've learned how to live in reactions instead of regulation. You're responding from pressure, not peace, from exhaustion, not clarity, from survival instincts, not healed instincts. You deserve a life where your decisions come from calm, not crisis. You're so accomplished externally, but chaotic internally. And this is the part that hurts. Everything says you're doing well. Your job, your ministry, your achievements, your responsibilities. But your inner world, the part that nobody sees, that's the part that's been screaming for order. You bond with someone when they finally say out loud things that you have been afraid to admit. And right now, somebody watching this is realizing, I'm tired of repeating versions of myself that I no longer relate to. This video is for that woman. Let's talk about why you feel stuck. If you haven't been taking notes, I need you to start taking notes at this point. You can put number 1, you can put letter A, doesn't matter. Here's the first one. You don't have emotional clarity. Most women don't stay stuck because they're weak. If you've been watching my videos, you notice that there are certain things I've been repeating. That's because these are lies that I was telling myself. I'm just too weak. My faith needs to get stronger. I've lost it somehow. I'm so broken. Absolutely not. Most women stay stuck because they don't have clarity. You're surviving, not sensing. You're functioning, not feeling. And your nervous system is clinging on to whatever feels familiar, even when familiar drains you. Think about it. You learned how to live in tension. Your mind learned how to just push through everything. Your heart learned how to call stress normal. So now peace feels foreign and survival feels like home. You are performing peace instead of living it. You look calm, but internally you're bracing. You look collected, but internally you are scanning for the next emotional fire. Number 2, or letter B, whatever you're using. You're carrying emotional assignments that expired. There are burdens you picked up in 2020, 2022, 2024, even this year that God never asked you to carry into the next season. Everything you picked up that God didn't hand you becomes emotional weight. Some of you became the unofficial therapist of your friend group. Some of you became the intercessor for people who stopped praying for themselves. Some of you became the emotional parents in your family. And now you're tired because you've been laboring under assignments that expired. You're drained because you were carrying people God was trying to release. Sit with it. Being gifted does not mean you're responsible for everybody. Discernment includes knowing when your season for someone is over. Number 3, or letter C, whatever you chose, I'm giving you reasons why you feel stuck. The next one, you've normalized tension. Adaptation isn't healing, it's survival in disguise. This is another thing I thought was cute. Used to brag about it. "Oh, I have the ability to adapt to any situation. I shouldn't have to." Some of you have been in survival mode so long that tension feels natural. Your body has been holding its breath for years. Some of you literally feel like you can't breathe. I won't start with the Python spirit today. Your shoulders haven't dropped in months. Your mind hasn't stopped scanning for danger since childhood. If chaos feels comfortable, your body still believes overwhelm equals love. You grew up in environments where peace wasn't predictable. So your nervous system learned that love comes from pressure. Attention comes with anxiety. Connection comes with emotional work. And now, as an adult, calm feels suspicious. Safety feels unfamiliar. Rest feels uncomfortable. Number 4, or letter D, the reason why you feel stuck is because you're doing self-help without structure. You've journaled, prayed, fasted, and all of that matters, but you've done it without rhythm, without structure, without a container strong enough to hold your healing. You're not inconsistent, you're unsupported. Clarity isn't spiritual luck, it's structure plus safety. Healing happens when your nervous system, your emotions, and your beliefs are guided, not when you're guessing. You don't need more trying. Well, I'm going to try to heal. I'm going to try to get some peace. I'm going to try to be happy. I'm going to try to just stick through this relationship. I'm going to try to forget this ex. I'm going to try to forget this past season. I'm going to try to move on. You don't need more trying. You need a framework, something that organizes your emotions instead of letting them run your life. Most people don't explain healing this way. Therapy doesn't always explain it. The church doesn't always explain it. Self-help books don't explain it. But this is why your patterns keep repeating. Now that you can see it clearly, you're already stepping into the healed version of yourself. So what do healed women do differently? When a woman begins healing, her habits shift. But when a woman becomes healed, her identity shifts. She doesn't have to force new behaviors. Her body, her mind, and her spirit naturally align with peace. I need some water. This part is important because many of you think healing is about trying harder. It's not. Healed women simply operate from a different internal standard. For those of you taking notes, here's what healed women do differently. Point number 1. Healed women don't negotiate rest. Healed women see rest as regulation, not indulgence. They understand that rest is strategy. It's a weapon. It's a boundary. She doesn't apologize for taking a day off. She doesn't feel guilty for needing quiet. She also doesn't over-explain when she's unavailable. She knows her nervous system is the command center for her decisions. And if she's dysregulated, everything else falls apart. She doesn't rest because she's weak. She rests because she's wise. Point number 2. Healed women listen to their bodies. I've been getting a lot of comments lately, especially on TikTok, regarding my reels calling out exactly what these women are carrying right now, things their body has been telling them all year. And for some reason, they ignored it, and then boom, my video pops up. A healed woman's discernment doesn't just live in her spirit, it lives in her nervous system as well. She pays attention to the tightness in her chest, the knot in her stomach, the heaviness behind her eyes, the fact that her breathing is off. She understands that the body speaks, and silence is often a sign of suppression, not strength. When her body says, This connection drains me. She listens. I had to block somebody recently. When her spirit says, this place doesn't feel safe, she doesn't argue. Healed women trust their inner wisdom because healing restored their ability to hear themselves clearly. Number 3, healed women release draining relationships. I had to sit back on that one because some of y'all don't want to hear this. Healed women aren't out here making villain stories. They're not crafting these dramatic exits. They're not even rehearsing who did what. No guilt, no resentment, just capacity. It's not that she's cold. She's just clear. She's not cutting people off impulsively. She's adjusting her access based on her emotional bandwidth. She realizes, I don't have the capacity to carry connections that cost me clarity. Point number 4, healed women don't over-explain. They've matured out of performing for approval. They no longer need to convince people of their heart or their intentions. Man, I remember when I used to do that even on social media, trying to convince people to see my heart, and I'm not just trying to play you or come off on you, baby. I don't do that no more. Think what you want to think. When someone doesn't understand their boundary, they don't panic. They don't justify, and they don't write paragraphs. They simply say, this doesn't work for me, and they move on. Healed women don't negotiate their truth to protect someone else's comfort. The last point in this section, number 5, healed women choose clarity over chaos. Healed women don't wait for peace to happen. They create it. They choose relationships that feel safe. They choose routines that calm their minds. They choose environments that support their growth. And they choose clarity over chaos every single time. And that's what the Clarity Reset teaches. How to make calm your new normal, how to make emotional order a lifestyle, not a moment. Healing doesn't just happen because you're tired of hurting. Healing happens when you have a framework, a way to organize your emotions, decisions, and your responses to life. Let me walk you through 4 pillars that will shape what a healed 2026 actually looks like. Pillar number 1, awareness. If you want, you can even draw pillars. I've done exercises like that before where I actually drew the pillars out and then put the text in. That was fun. I know that sounds kind of random. Pillar number 1, awareness. What drains you isn't your schedule, it's your tone of thinking. You're not exhausted because you're doing too much, unless you're just doing too much. You're exhausted because your thoughts are heavy, because your self-talk is survival based, not healing based, because you've been interpreting your world through old wounds. It's the silent overthinking, the internal rushing, the pressure to keep everyone okay, the guilt you feel for needing a moment. Awareness isn't judgment, it's recognition. And you all know what I say all the time. You can't get free from anything you refuse to acknowledge. A healed year starts with self-honesty, not self-criticism. When you can finally name what's draining you, you can finally do something about it. Pillar number 2, regulation. When your nervous system settles, heaven can finally speak. God does speak, but some of you haven't been in a state to hear him clearly. Not because you're disconnected, but because your body has been bracing for life. When your nervous system is dysregulated, everything feels urgent. Everything feels personal. Everything feels like pressure. Pressure? But when your body calms, your mind clears, your clarity returns, discernment sharpens, and your spirit becomes sensitive again. Regulation isn't optional for a healed woman, it's her foundation. Pillar number 3, release. Somebody type release in the chat. Everything you refuse to release becomes your assignment to heal. Let me take the mic off for this next one. God never forces you to hold on to things that break you. We do that to ourselves. We hold on to people who drain us. We hold on to roles we've outgrown. We hold on to emotional burdens that were never ours. And for all of this, some of us have the audacity to say we're doing it in the name of Jesus. What? Release doesn't mean pretending something didn't hurt. It means letting God judge it, letting God handle it, and letting God have the final say. And when you release it, you create room for rest. Pillar number 4, rewriting your internal story. New years don't heal people. New identities do. If your identity stays the same, your habits will too. If your self concept stays wounded, your decisions stay reactive. If you keep seeing yourself as the woman who just pushes through, you're going to keep living tired. Sit with it. Identity is the thermostat of your life. If you don't rewrite the story you tell about yourself, your patterns will follow you across every calendar. The woman who sees herself as strong will keep overfunctioning. The woman who sees herself as responsible will keep carrying everyone. The woman who sees herself as the fixer will always overextend. But the healed woman, she sees herself as worthy of rest, deserving of peace, and capable of clarity. This is why most people don't maintain their healing. They don't have structure for it. They don't have a framework that organizes their emotions. And that's exactly why I created the Clarity Reset. Your healing needs rhythm, not random attempts. Okay, so wherever you are right now, give yourself permission to pause. We're about to do some breathing. Unclench your jaw, loosen your shoulders, become spaghetti. I want you to take one slow breath in through your nose. You're going to hold it for 2 counts and then let it fall out of your mouth. You're going to exhale out of your mouth like you're going down like a roller coaster. It's just going. I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, inhale through your nose slowly. Let's go. And release it through your mouth. All right, let's do it again. I want you to breathe deeper than you have all week. Technically, today is Sunday, so this is the beginning of a new week. Breathe deeper than you did last week. Okay, let's do it again. Inhale 4 counts through your nose, hold it 2 counts, and let it fall for 6 counts. Good job. We're going to do it again, but listen, you don't have to fix anything in this moment. Relax yourself. You don't have to figure anything out right now. You don't have to hold it all together. Be present in the moment and breathe with me. Let your shoulders drop some more. Let your stomach soften. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Let your body remember what calm feels like. Take another deep breath. Good job. Now, I want you to visualize the healed version of yourself. Just sit, be present in the moment. What does the healed version of you look like? I need you to feel her, see her, smell her. What is the healed version of you? What type of perfume does she wear? This is the version of you that makes wise decisions. This is the version of you that doesn't chase chaos. This is the version of you that hears God clearly. This isn't the work. This is a taste of the environment your healed mind needs. Your body should not be bracing for life every day. Your nervous system isn't designed to stay in survival. Notice how different you feel after 60 seconds of stillness. Imagine what your life would feel like if this was your normal. That's what you're capable of, and that's what this next year is calling you into. You know, I have some affirmations for you. Why? Because the power of life and death is in your tongue. Repeat after me. You can put your hand on your chest, on your head, on your stomach, whatever. Take a quick breath after each affirmation. Repeat after me. I'm unavailable for emotional chaos in 2026. Now take a breath. My clarity anchors my confidence. My healed self makes wise, wealthy decisions. I choose patterns that protect my peace. I am already walking in the calm I prayed for. Good job. Before we close, would it be okay if I share the clarity reset with you? I know I do this. I act like you all are on live. I think the only other live I'm going to do this year is the word of the Lord. The clarity reset is for high achieving women who look composed but feel crowded inside. It's for discerners who carry everyone. It's also for women who are tired of relapsing into old emotional patterns. It gives you emotional structure. It helps regulate your nervous system and it builds clarity into your daily life. This is how you stop repeating years. This is how you break loops. This is how you step into a healed 2026. Grab it after this video. Start day one tonight. Give your future self the foundation she's been asking you for. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, share this with someone, comment your thoughts down below. All of this engagement helps me, you all. Okay, I'm trying to break through the algorithm. Thank you so much.